All right, it is 3:45 in the morning, and getting ready to head to the airport because I'm going home. Made it. And I say that like that because to get here, anything that you can possibly think of, me getting here was divinely guided, because everything trying to block me from catching this flight, from getting to the airport at 6 a.m. when my flight leaves at 7, even though I have to check the dog and myself in, to not having his shot records with me, because apparently you need those to fly, to parking 15 minutes on the opposite side of the airport, from like everything. Multiple times I cried trying to get home. I feel like if you know me, ask me for the story because the details are crazy. Like we made it on there as they're closing the door to the terminal. I'm back in there. But I think we made it by the nick of time. Whew, almost running. Stress is what I was feeling. But when I got on the plane, I actually ended up sitting next to somebody who was super cool, like with dogs. Again, I have a dog. He did pretty well on the flight. We went up on 2 wheels a couple times trying to run through the airport, but he toughed it out. I'm sitting next to her, like, we're gonna come by with the complimentary snacks, and then afterwards we'll come by with the snacks for purchase, beer and wine. And I have been using all the stress and just the stress that had been leading up to this, traveling with my dog for the first time, and everything I went through to get on that flight. I'm finally on the flight. I can relax and take a breath. I'm like, in my head, I'm like using that to justify ordering a drink. Because remember, my flight takes off at 7 a.m. And as I'm like thinking it, she leans over and she goes, when is it late enough in the day to order wine on an airplane? And it was like the universe speaking to me through this person, like, order the wine. So I was like, first of all, we're friends, officially, because I like the way you move. Second of all, now it's late enough to get on there. Now it's late enough to order wine on a plane. So we ended up ordering 2 glasses apiece. And by the end of that plane ride, it was hands down, far and away, the most fun I've had on a plane ride that didn't involve somebody that I already knew. My mom's gonna pick me up. My mom's picking me up. I'm recording. My mom's gonna pick me up from the airport. I'm gonna be there. So I don't know if wine at 40,000, 30,000, however many thousand feet are up there. I don't know if that makes you gigglier, but by the end of that flight, we had successfully become friends. So we exchanged information. She lives not too far from where I stay at in California. And for sure, successfully pissed off everyone within a 10-foot radius of us on that airplane, I'm sure, because we got kind of giggly. Like, what is your drink? Like,
the finest Shiraz.
Punda Milia.
Punda from South Africa.
Another thing I wanted to address, unfortunately, I did not end up getting that part. And Cheyenne will, despite getting the call back, we went on to do about 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 callbacks. So it was down to the wire here between me and somebody else. And first of all, with that, I feel like just the general way I go about auditioning and pursuing this whole career is like, by the time I'm finished with an audition, as soon as I'm done, it's kind of like almost out of my head. I put it out of my mind and I'm on to the next one. I'm looking for the next one, the next audition to book, the next role to book. That's on that. By the time I'm hearing that no, in this situation, when they reach out and they're like, sorry, went a different direction, like I have other things lined up that I'm already excited about to kind of offset that letdown feeling by the today, after I film this, I have an audition coming up for something else. So I've already like moved past it. It comes down to those kind of things. I feel like it's not about talent. You obviously have the skill set required to do this successfully because they're calling you back. And for this one, it was like 4, 5, 6. Like by the end of it, she was like, man, if you have one more in you tonight, like I needed just one more take with it, you know. So when it comes down to that, especially, it comes down to just who naturally has just those slight inclinations or slight emotional like habits that just are natural, that fit the role of the character that's already in the head. So some of that stuff doesn't have anything to do, you know, you can't take it personal because it's literally not, and especially in that situation. And I still impressed the hell out of that casting director and the director himself. Like when they sent me the email, they were like, this was really hard decision, huge turn. So when you leave lasting impressions, whether you get that role or not, it might not be the next project that they're working on, it might not be the one after that, but eventually a role is gonna come across and they're gonna look at the breakdown and they'll be like, hey, I like Tatiana, actually, like that girl, like I'm gonna pull her in. The seeds that I'm planting, like I'm fine just planting that seed in a positive light. They see me, they remember me. Maybe the next time we come across each other, there's already gonna be a positive association. Or it could be that bonus situation where they're like, this is like that girl that auditioned for us for the other role. And then you're in a situation where like people are reaching out to you for roles. So I'm fine searching roles, planting seeds, and like and all that stuff. I really am not tripping about not having that. But with that being said, I say all that to say I'm in my city, bitch, and it's summertime, Shy. Oh my God, that's my favorite. Gonna see a lot of my friends, family, warm weather, cookouts, turn up. I'm excited. So it's probably gonna be maybe a couple vlog episodes while I'm still in Chicago. I'm here for a while. I'm gonna see my people. So a bunch of randomness, maybe auditions, but we're still focused and stuff. So let's go. Let's get it. Randomly, because I was doing this so much, and then I just randomly licked my lips, and it's like, ooh, it tastes good.
Oh,
If
damn,
it wasn't
Kevin,
tobacco.
the snitchest.
Yes, no,
Immediately.
He doesn't have to snitch. I know.
Okay, but it didn't matter. You didn't have. I just said you had my back in there a second ago, and now.
We love the
actual song, or is that your made up song?
I wish I could take credit, Lil Dicky. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be. Oh, this is a great thing. Are you in here? Oh, you're in it.
Is that an Apple phone? What's up, people?
Oh, iPhone thing.
The infamous Funky Gideon Brown. Chicago River.
Yeah, Chicago River. I feel like it. Gideon. Are you kidding me? We're doing an entire thing on that. We're gonna talk about that. I feel like Chicago, Chi-Town. You feel me? We got what?
We almost signed with Outkast. Yeah, we really did. We met with the A&R and all that shit. Straight up.
That is dope. This is. Oh, almost dropped it. Almost dropped it into the water. Like Italy. What is the one with? What's the spot? Venice. God damn.
Never let you get fat.
This is gonna be on my man.
Ever. Like in the history of like the earth.
Don't ever let me get fat.
Like, don't ever. Straight up. Funky Gideon Brown.
Like we might have to edit this out because what if this is bad against what? Wait, say that again? Man.
Because the melanin is popping. That's what's going on. Hey, what's up,
the
people?
melanin is popping. Mine's only half popping, but it's still
popping.
I'm like half of you. I feel like, and if I'm being honest, I feel like it's less than half. I feel like in this lighting, you look darker than double. You look darker than double me.
It's tricky. You know what I'm saying? It'll take care of it.
You gotta do
party. Look at that. That's just like way too much drinking.
Oh, both of them.
I can't make it. And like
we hating.
And the boat only goes.
Chicago's lit.
The more you drink,
you don't know. He don't know. He not from Chicago. Chicago's. Oh wait, what are you doing?
Look how long the line.
Right round the corner. That's how we been the block. You know what I'm saying? That's how we bumming in Chicago. You feel me? Summertime shy. Summertime.
Like what are you?
Summertime. 2 whole minutes.
What are the settings?
I feel like it looks super clear. Why? What are you saying?
Really look no.
I feel like it's crispy, and I don't even have a. I don't have a.
Like, come over here.
And I don't have a fancy iPhone.
Wait,
this is
stop.
an old one.
Look at this.
Okay.
Look
Oh my god. We're gonna do a still frame just for
It looks really good.
I know.
Like for no reason at all.
Yeah. Oh shit! I fucked up my hair a little bit, but like a still frame, like cause I wish I had. It's so clear. your facial expression is fucking
why
up.
it's so clear. Why it's not my phone? You've got an Apple phone. Look, it's not clear. It's not even.
Man, I feel like we look like. Let's go.
That's dope. You got you, dude.
I know that we got some. Look at this, like I feel like a superstar.
That's a good picture.
I know. With the whole thing, we gotta get something.
Even...
But we'll try it with that. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna try stopping it, and then we'll try taking a picture.